I'll make sure I send the copies based on the basis on your wanting it to multi-events to get it to you. Okay? So, and I appreciate the support and fact that you wanted the book, all right? Simple question to start us off. How many people in this room would like $1 million? No. The offer is only $1 million. You would like $1 million? Sorry, what's your name? Nitish. You'd like the $1 million? Yes? All right. If the conditions for giving you the $1 million was, I will give you $1 million. Okay? I will give you $1 million tax-free. But you will place this $1 million in your closet, secured, in a trunk, locked. You will know you have the $1 million. I will know that you have $1 million. No one else can know. It will remain there until the day you die. Okay? Then I will come, or somebody else from my organization will come and take that $1 million away. Do you want the $1 million still?
Yes. It's all right. In case I won't have anything.
But you can't touch it. You can't do anything with it. You want the $1 million. Now, in most normal people will not answer what he said. Most normal people would say no. Okay, I just wanted to highlight that in front of 200 people. Most normal people would say no. Why? Because it isn't the $1 million that you want. You don't want a piece of paper with a dead man's face on it. You want to be able to do what? Spend it, use it, get something from it, right? It's not like what he wants, just for him to know that he's got $1 million in his closet. Mamma mia, now we've got two people that need help. Okay? On the same table. This must be a disease. All right. So the thing is, it's the same with buyers. All right? We need to understand that when we approach anyone and we talk to them, we don't really know what's going on inside them. All right? When we approach them above what I call the conscious level. But what's going on below them? What are they really thinking and feeling about what you are saying? The iceberg perception is talking about what are the underlying reasons, all right, for that person to decide yes or no to your pitch. Okay? Why people buy, all right? They call this the black box approach. At the end of the day, if you make a presentation, you have a hidden mental process, all right, and you get a response. And that response is sale or no sale. So the question is, what really is going on with that person? Now, how much of an iceberg do you really see? 20%? 10%, thank you. 90% is below the sea level. That's why the Titanic went down. All right? The person that went out looked at it and said to themselves, okay, it's just a little piece of ice, but he did not see the huge ice below the sea level. And that's exactly how it is with people and their emotions. Now, we discovered this yesterday when I talked about it. You've got your intellectual mind, but you also got an emotional mind. How many of you realize that many times people do things, respond to things, and it isn't logical? And many times we even purchase something, and after purchasing say, why did I do that? Has that happened to you? So, are we thinking with our mind? No. We're reacting emotionally. All right? Now, the thing that you need to understand, the principle that we need to understand as sales and marketing people is people who feel good about themselves sell the best. If you feel like crap, you're not going to be able to sell well, are you? You've got to be on top. You've got to be energized. You've got to be positive. If you feel good, etc. It's the reverse, it's just the same. The buyers need to feel good. You need to be able to make them feel good if you're going to get a sale. Now, I'm going to take you through emotional drivers. What is it that makes a person respond? How can we connect? We talked about the mind earlier, about the way they process. Now I want to talk about, the heart. All right? I want to talk about the heart, about how a person feels. Why is it that they do the things they do, say the things they do? How can we use this to our advantage as sales and marketing people? How do we see below the surface of the water? Understand what is going on subconsciously. All right? Every single person who is a human has these 8 emotional drivers. If you are human, you have these 8 emotional drivers. If you are not human, please leave the room now. Okay? You have these 8 emotional drivers. I'm going to talk about these 8 emotional drivers in a moment. At the end of the day, the people make decisions because of how they feel. A lot of times it's not just a logical or a rational decision. It's about how they feel. How they feel about you, how they feel about your product, how they feel about your company, how they feel, how you make them feel. So when we talk about the emotional drivers, there are 8 emotional drivers. I'm going to take you through each one of these. Because at the end of the day, wouldn't you like to be able to look at any prospective client like they were a vending machine? If I press this button, this response happens. If I press this button, this happens. Would you like that? I'm not getting any response here. Would you like that? Yes. So what we need to know is what buttons to push and realize all the signals in order for us to know how should we sell. How do we appeal? What will appeal? All right, so there are 8 emotional drivers. The first one is what I call love and belonging. Every single person in this room and in the world has a need for love and belonging. Now, the thing is, of all the 8 emotional drivers, at any one point in your life, 3, maximum 4, are right on top, and they control what you say and what you do, and how you respond. The rest are there, but they're dormant. They're not important in terms of ranking. But there are 3 or 4 that are important. And if there's one that is absolutely on top, that is the domineering emotional driver. Okay? So, love and belonging. Every single person here has a need to connect with another person. And I'm talking about all levels of relationship. I'm talking about mother, father, sister, brother, colleagues, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, client, customer. At the end of the day, we're talking about the need for connectivity. All right? Every one of us has the need. Anybody saw the show Castaway? Tom Hanks? Yes? Who was Tom Hanks talking to in the island? A coconut. He was so deprived of human relationships that he started to talk to a coconut as if it was a person. We all have an innate need to connect with another human being. All right? Now, depending where you are, this may be very high in your hierarchy of needs, or it may be very low. When I was 16 years old, 12 years ago, okay? What? When I was 16 years old, 12 years ago, in case you didn't hear that, okay, I wanted a girlfriend. I wanted a girlfriend. That was number one. Uno. It was number one in my list. It was number one of my needs. I saw movies, I read books, and I thought how nice it would be to have a hand to hold, to have a head that would lie on my shoulder. How nice it would be. And I wanted a girlfriend, and I really wanted a girlfriend. So I went to Jurong Ice Skating Ring. I went there, I paid the fees, I got the ice skating boots, and I changed, and then I went to the